Did you know that God is eternal? We have read about eternity a lot, but do we understand what this means? This simply means that God does not dwell in time. In God's realm, which is the eternal realm, everything exists in a continuous state. There's no past nor future, everything is in a continuous state. When death came upon Adam, it caused a disruption in the life that was ordained for us. What does this mean? The introduction of time came to bring a short circuit in the life of man, that was ordained to be endless and continuous. The consciousness of time therefore introduced fear to man because death meant there would be a disruption of the earthly consciousness. Man was simply taken from God's realm, which was in Eden, and fell into earth, which is like a bubble that's trapped in time. Therefore there was a separation from God, who lives outside time, yet we are trapped inside time, in this bubble we call earth. The life we live has a consciousness that is of a lower quality since it is timed and limited, based on an assignment that we have had to be part of, because of the consequences of Adam. Had Adam not fallen, man would not need to be on earth. The consciousness of the garden was endless, but the corruption of death brought about time, because the life of man started to exist within certain constraints limited in a duration of existence. John chapter 1 verse 14, "The Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. We have seen his glory, the glory of the one and only Son, who came from the Father, full of grace." The purpose of God coming in flesh was to enter this bubble called earth, that we dwell in, so that he could release us from the limitation of time. And whoever is able to access the path that was made by Christ is able to access the way back to eternity. This revelation was accessed by certain men of old such as Enoch and prophet Elijah, who never experienced death, since they escaped the delusion of time. What does this mean? If you are able to tap into the provisions of eternity that God made available through Christ, then you are able to make your life a living wonder. Tapping into eternity simply means accessing God's realm, which is not bound by time. You can therefore access things in a matter of days, which would have taken years to achieve. And how do we access the provisions of eternity? Through eternal life. John chapter 6 verse 63, "The Spirit alone gives eternal life. Human effort accomplishes nothing. And the very words I have spoken to you are spirit and life." Nothing about the coming of Jesus was religious. Everything that he did was eternally led and ordained to return man back to God as a carrier of his image within the eternal existence.